So I've got all the tracks showing here, and I've modified some of the volumes. I started bringing up the vocals, the percussions, and listening to the drums a little bit and some of the effects. So this is where I'm at the moment. All right, let's hear it.
For he is worthy to receive glory, honor, and praise.
Let me let you hear what the percussions sound like by themselves. Or some of it. This is the start of the percussion section. Sounds like the effects were burnt in, some reverb and stuff. All right, that's by themselves. And then let's listen in context. All right, let's listen to the effects. So what do we have here? Rise, another rise. A little bit deeper. Oh, bassy. That's a hit. Crash. With the cello swell. Violin swell. So because the cello has more low end information, I panned it to the left. And this one has more high end. So I'm gonna pan it to the right a little bit. See how those two sound together. Yeah, that's nice. And then looks like a violin intro. Oh, a little higher, so I pan that to the right already. And looks like these are like vocals. That's pretty cool, right? All right, let's now this one here, they didn't have a lot of attack on it because the volume's low anyways. Yeah, just something to feel the texture of the track. All right, my batteries are running out of my little light. All right, and I had something else. Let's see. Okay, acoustic guitar, all keys. These were just some strings and stuff. For the orchestral section. Was just missing a little bit on the left there, but I haven't done much to these or hardly anything yet because I don't think I need it yet. And let me just walk you through everything that's on the track on the song at the moment. I got a section called FX, a percussion section, drum section, bass guitar, which is by itself, some electric guitars, acoustic guitars. Got a couple of buses here on the guitars, was it? Something like that. Look at them. Violins, horns. Then, of course, we got our pads. And then we got our stems. And for some of you guys may not be using this. I call them stems, but they're really like VCAs. They're just volume controllers. They control each section. I just route all my buses there. So I have a section where I can control them and they spill onto my SSL controller, provided I'm using the what is it called, the MCU protocol. And now I have the vocals, and I do have some BGVs here. So I missed them earlier, so I'm just gonna update my scene here. And basically all I'm doing is right clicking on the scene and updating it, and the word mismatch goes away. So now when I go back to it, you know, everything's there. So let's see what it sounds like again. So that's the orchestral section. But because this video series, I haven't done one in a while, it's been kind of hard to think through the process how I would really mix it. So I'm trying to figure out a lot of quirks with the video. So I hope you're getting something out of it. I know I am. I'm getting a lot out of it. So let me go here and let me just solo everything for you. That's the effects at the beginning. Percussions coming in, and the drums. All right, bass. Guitars. All right, strings. Keys or pads. All right, acoustic guitars. All right, vocal, and the vocals have no effects. There are no effects on the entire track. Let me bring in the BGVs. All right, that's where I'm at so far. I feel like I'm ready to move on to start bringing some effects in and processing the tracks a little bit more in detail. And what I'm going to be looking for on the next video is I'm going to start adding depth to the drums, depth to the background vocals and the main vocal, and anywhere else where I need space and, you know, more detail, more 3D stuff. Because right now everything's like in your face with no effects and stuff. But, you know, the mix is really not muddy at the moment. Let's see. I mean, it's pretty chill. I've got a limiter here, but it's not doing much at the moment. So right now I'm averaging about, you know, 18 loves. So I'm not doing any gain reduction just yet, but look at the dynamic range so far. Looks like I'm getting 7 to 9 dBs, which is not great, but it's not bad. So hopefully I'll be able to keep that level as I continue to go. What else did I want to talk about here? So let's look at our VU meters just so that we continue focusing on our levels here. Here we go. So one thing to keep in mind, I have these set up at minus 18 dB FS equals 0 VU. So when the needles are hovering around, the 0 mark, I'm at a minus 18 dB FS, just an average. And I've got the master VU meter here. This one I have it set up at 12, at minus 12. So I've still got a lot of headroom, and I've got a pretty good balance of the mix already. So this is one thing that I wanted to ensure I was sharing, which is keeping an eye on the levels, because the biggest question for a lot of mixing engineers is that, hey, is my mix going to be loud enough? Why doesn't my mix sound loud enough? And as you can see, I have tons of headroom, and if I put up the volume, the mix is really loud. If you use these meters here, at the channel level, here is my 0. Let me zoom in a little bit more. So I've got plenty of headroom. I think you lose a lot of your headroom on the low end once you start getting your drums up there and your bass. But this is such a well-balanced mix so far, right? And it's still basic, that I'm able to control my levels. I'm taking it easy on the levels. I'm not trying to get crazy loud. I've got another plugin here that I use quite a bit. What is it? I use it quite a bit that I don't remember the name. It's from Meter Plugs. It's from Ian. So the Dynameter, this is one of my favorite ones, and this will really tell us how our dynamic range is, how our short-term loudness is. And I've got it set up to 12 right now. And I usually just use the colors. So let's see what the colors will do for me. All right, so when it's white and blue like that, it's a healthy balance. Once you start seeing the red, that's when you're starting to crush your mix. And I'll give you an example of that. I'll pull up my limiter, but I'm going to lower the volume. Then pin this. How do I do it? So I'm going to link these two. Okay, so I'm going to do it here. Okay, all right, let me do it here. All right, look at the dynameter here. You see how I'm starting to lose my balance here. It's starting to get crushed. This was really open and dynamic, and this now it's getting crushed. It's not reading it right, because maybe I need to have it maybe here. Let's see. Okay, my bad. So now you can see. Super crushed. That's why I start to lose my dynamic range. I'll bring this back down. So this is a really good meter to have, really good tool to manage the loudness of your mixes. Make sure you're not crushing the mix. And I mean, it's easy to use. You have different sets or different formats that you can use, YouTube, balance, whatever. But I look at the PLR, short-term, long-term levels. And really, if I could get to like a minus 12 LUFS, I'm pretty happy, or even minus 10. But you see how that works. Yep, that's it. So I'm gonna undo this bad boy there.
Aren't you now on to the one upon the throne?
Yeah, lots of headroom, lots of dynamic range. I'm pretty happy with this mix. So I just want to go over metering stuff and, you know, just kind of showing what's going on the mix right now. I've got everything grouped. I've got all my buses set up. I've got all my stems set up, which again, these stems are what I use to listen to each section individually. And all right, next video is going to be about depth is going to be about depth and making it sound spacey and start to really hone down on the sound design for this mix. You know, it's a bit of a fusion thing because it's got a lot of drums, but it's also got that Christian contemporary music sound. So we're gonna have to use some compression to bring some of that stuff out and to keep it at one level. Unfortunately, that's how this specific type of genre works on this type of songs. But I'm still aiming to leave a lot of dynamic range, and meaning the level between the quietest and the loudest part. If you want to learn about that, listen to Ian from Meter Plugs. What's his name, man? Ian. I'll link him down. I forget right now. I'm tired. Anyways, hope y'all have a great week, and I'll catch you soon. Hopefully, I'll try to get a video out in the next couple of days. Thank you.